Today on the Bros of Decay, I will take you deep into the woods to uncover a car graveyard. But not just any abandoned car graveyard. This is a Volkswagen Beetle graveyard. Despite the unfavorable weather conditions, we were able to discover dozens, if not hundreds, of Volkswagen Beetles, buses, and other models of cars, all hidden amidst the vegetation. This Pennsylvanian junkyard focuses on one of the most iconic vehicles in history, the German Volkswagen Beetle. Originating in Nazi Germany, the Beetle was commissioned by none other than Adolf Hitler himself, tasking Ferdinand Porsche with creating an affordable car for the masses. In 1949, the Beetle made its debut into the United States, gaining popularity thanks to its compact design and affordability, priced at a mere $1,600, equivalent to about $12,000 today. For decades, it was the best-selling car in the world. However, by 1980, the Beetle faced strong competition from Japanese manufacturers in the US market, causing its downfall. Since 1974, the owner of this Beetle graveyard started gathering as many Beetles as he could in a small warehouse, but his collection grew as he tried to rebuild them. The end result is this massive graveyard full of Volkswagen Beetles, T1 and T2, Golfs, and buses. Let's discover them under the pouring rain.
Oh, welcome back everybody to the Bros of Decay. I'm Leslie. There is Danny behind the camera. And we are currently standing in the rain. No, we are currently in the United States, in Pennsylvania, and we're going to explore a car graveyard. We already got a glimpse from it in the distance over there. We're walking through the forest towards it. We set up our cameras. I hope my camera won't die from all this rain that's hitting it. But we found this place. It seems to be very interesting, and it supposedly used to be of a man that collected European cars and brought them all over from our continent, where me and Danny are from. Jeez bro, it's raining really hard. Literally when we were setting up the camera, it was barely raining. But now, my whole camera is getting soaked. As you can see, oh my gosh. I literally hope it will survive. Probably will, because it's watertight, but still, I'm a bit worried about it. Oh, the noses of the Volkswagen Beetles are greeting us upon entering this car graveyard. I don't know if still at this point somebody owns it or somebody looks after it, but wow, this is definitely a sight to behold. Here we can see the first Beetle, Volkswagen Beetle, left here. It's cut up into pieces. Is this a purple or blue color?
Blue, dark blue, and the hood is green.
Yeah, sorry guys, I'm colorblind, so it's very difficult for me to distinguish between purple and blue, and that's why I always ask Danny, hey, what color is this one? But these were one of the most popular cars. This is the most popular car ever made by Volkswagen. Most of them are made in Wolfsburg, Germany, and they sold millions upon millions over the years that these machines were made. And some of them ended up here in a car graveyard in the United States. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but can you open the hood of this one? I think, if I'm right, yeah, the engine used to be in the back of the car. Only the Kool-Aid and the other fluids would be in the front of the car. Looks like they made a cabriolet from this one. And when we go here into the back, we can open it up. And it reveals no engine anymore because it has been taken out. You can only see the transmission still in there. A couple more here to the side, different colors. but they all seem to be the same brand and make. Whew. And when we look over here, you can literally see hundreds upon hundreds of Volkswagen Beetles left behind in this graveyard. Wow. Totally insane walking through here and experiencing this. This one has no tires anymore. Oh, seems to be locked. Wow, there's something written on the side over here. February, it says on there. Okay, it's interesting. And Danny, do you know anything about these buses?
Yeah,
What do you know about them?
I know in Portuguese they are called ponte forma.
Ponte forma.
Yeah, these were mostly used by surfers and stuff because it's a bigger one. It's the traditional,
Hippie bus.
yeah, kind of, yeah.
Hippie bus, you would
Let's say that.
Yes, so I will give you a bit more information about them. I believe that the model we have in front of us here is a T2 model, T2 Volkswagen model. They were fabricated originally in Germany, Wolfsburg, but later on they were also fabricated in Brazil, your country, where they also speak Portuguese, or the colony of your country. And an original model like these sells for 100 to 200,000 euros. Of course, not in this shape.
Of course.
Look at this. This is exactly the original front of the bus. Isn't that just fascinating? Completely filled with engine parts on the inside. Oh, you can still see the curtains hanging over here. Probably this was used by some surfer dudes or girls back in the time to go to the beaches. Danny, I absolutely also love this white bus over here. Have a look at this one. And you can see I drove around in the United States for some time because there are some stickers about there from the USA. This is where the engine rests of this car. And the engines of these cars are literally the most terrible engines ever made. They constantly break down. This one is completely filled with suspension and brakes and everything. Oh, look at this. The front of the car. This is a very interesting steering wheel, bro. This logo that we see on the front here stands for Wolfsburg, Germany. Once we are in Germany, there's another one down here, I will take you to there, because that's the birthplace of this car. See if there is a Volkswagen logo still on the front. No, for some weird reason, the big Volkswagen logo that used to be on the front here is not there anymore.
Yeah, it happens to old cars. People stole mine also.
Yeah, probably people steal these because they are definitely worth some money. Okay, let's go further through here. Another Beetle left here. I can also see the other guys walking there, Moreno and Raymond. Wow, look at this enormous pile of car suspensions left here. So definitely the owner of this place was probably a collector and also a dealer of the parts of these cars. Jeez, look at the amount of Volkswagen Beetles and all the colors. It looks literally like a rainbow that I'm looking at right here. Looks like I'm in an LGBT parade or something like that. Lovely to see. Oh, these are Volkswagen Siroccos. You know the Siroccos, Danny?
No, I've seen them.
Yeah, they are to me also one of my favorite more sporty Volkswagen type. I love the boot on these ones. There's even a skull on the back here. And here we have a T3 Volkswagen bus. T3 was the successor, I think, 1980s Volkswagen bus. Also still used to be a hippie bus, but not as much as the T2 and the T1. And right next to it, we have a T1 Volkswagen bus. And Danny, you can see this is one of the special ones. I believe this is the 21 window version. You can see it because the front window is split in two. If you have a 23 window version, then it's worth $200,000. This one is approximately $25,000. And you can see over here used to be the Volkswagen logo, which is now completely rusted up. What a fascinating beauty. And then we have another Sirocco standing here in the front. United States Marine Corps. Ah, the owner of this vehicle used to be in the Marine Corps. Look at the beautiful interior of this one. Wow, I love the odometers in there. They sort of have a cone in there, a cone shape. Very simple, modest car, but was a sports car from its time period. You even have a purse of somebody still hanging in here. Tissues, coins, and everything is written on there. It's absolutely lovely. Ooh, it's starting to rain again, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know what this one is. I'm not sure. And then we see all the Beetles here between the trees. Look at this, it has been standing here for a very long time. The trees have literally grown through the bumper of this vehicle. That must have been at least a decade or something like that for a tree to go like this.
For a tree, yeah.
Oh, that's absolutely insane. You can even see if you look in the back of the car, the tree has been growing inside of here. Oh my gosh, there's a little tree branch in there. Want to go through here for a second. Oh, this is a Volkswagen Golf 2, I believe, or no, Golf. Yeah.
Golf. Yeah, we have this a lot in Portugal.
Golf 2 or Golf 1, I'm not exactly sure. I'm looking at the shapes of it, but I can't say for sure. Here we have a Passat, Volkswagen Passat. Okay, let's move through here. Let's go further. Okay, let's have a look inside of this bus. Oh, unfortunately, it's completely locked. Yep, it's completely locked. Doesn't open anymore. More buses, more Beetles down there. I love the ones in light green colors. The back there, they are pretty fascinating. Another lovely bus standing here. Oh. And I think this used to be a camper van at some point. You can see the curtains in there, could close everything up, have a good night of rest. And that's actually where these buses were mostly used for. As a camper van, traveling around the country, going to festivals, 1960s, 1970s, hippie time period. Doesn't open anymore, it's completely locked. You even see some rims standing in there. And I love the pattern of the seating over here as well. It's absolutely crazy to see all of this. At one point, this used to be somebody's business, somebody's livelihood. But at a certain point, probably maybe of passing away or maybe of bankruptcy, everything got left behind and nature started to take over. Literally the amount of cars in here are worth millions in good shape. He had a thriving business. He collected all of these beauties from across the globe. Probably sold them, and at one point it was all over and then now rusting away over here. The little walkway between the buses. There are literally endless rows of cars in this graveyard left behind. Wow. This one is still in a pretty good shape, I would say. There also used to be the Beetle logo, the Volkswagen Beetle logo, would be on the top of the hood here, but literally every single logo, this entire graveyard has been taken away. This one is still in such a good shape. Have a look on the inside. Everything is still very pristine. It's also unfortunately locked. I must say this is definitely one of the best ones I've seen in this entire graveyard. Oh, the Volkswagen logo is still on the back of this vehicle. Wow, I think if you give this some love, give this some restoration, this one could drive out of here. This one could still be usable. Bro, you see us already driving around Europe, one of these
With
cars.
this?
Yeah.
You want to drive with this?
Yeah, bro, why not? Let's go on an urbex adventure throughout Europe with a Volkswagen Beetle. Would be so cool. Definitely, I'm gonna do it one day. I'm gonna do it one day. If I have an idea in my head, you know I will do it.
Yeah,
You know me.
I know it. Yeah.
Okay, we're coming again to the back, to the front, I think, of the graveyard. Let us see what's down this road. The lily goes on forever and ever. I think the graveyard ends over there. Yeah, that's the end of it. So I'm not gonna walk all the way up there. I don't want to expose myself. I don't know if anybody still owns it or still looks after it. Oh, this is definitely a full-on hippie bus that we have over here. Come have a look at this, Danny. We have the triple colors up here. We have the blue, yellow and red. Or is this black? If it's black, then it's my country
it's
flag.
Not black, it's greenish.
Greenish.
It's aqua.
Okay. And this one definitely used to be a camper van back in the time. You can see the bench is still in there. There's still some blankets in there. Yeah, this used to be from a hippie. Most definitely. Okay. Oh, I love the greenish van that we have over here as well. Ah, and these ones are open. There's some transmissions left in there. Interesting. They definitely have been used for parts, and they just got them, they bought them, they stripped them apart, they sold the parts separately. As you can see, the lights are gone, the engine is gone. They completely filled on the inside with parts. So that's what they did with these vehicles over here. You know something about cars? Little quiz?
Some things.
Which Golf is this?
Golf?
This is a
I don't-
Golf.
Yeah, I know it's a Golf. I don't know which one.
And Marino has the exact same one,
I don't know which one.
the Golf 3.
Golf 3. I don't know. I know it's a Golf, but
Golf 3.
that's about that.
This one still opens up. You can see the interior is a little bit more modern of this one. Oh, and this white one over here, white Beetle, is also pretty fascinating. With one exposed wheel. Yes, bro, these are definitely Golf ones. One of the first ones ever produced. Lovely vehicle, and I love the interior of this one. Oh, it's closed up. You can see it's full on brown leather with plushy sofas in there. One of the first Golfs ever produced, and still a great car that you can buy nowadays. Wow, this literally goes on forever. We haven't seen that part yet, I believe. It's the only part that we still have to explore. Look at all these door frames standing here. All the different colors. Geez, there are literally a lot of doors. Why would somebody ever just leave them outside? You cannot sell them anymore. They will rust up and they're just worthless right now.
What did you saw?
There's a bus truck. You see it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, these are so rare. Oh, sorry, I get very excited for the vehicle that I'm seeing right now. I'm like a little child in the playground. Oh, this is so cool. This is a bus truck. It's devastating to see it's left in this condition, but what a wonderful vehicle. Oh, that's lovely. It doesn't open up anymore. But this vehicle is so American, but still made in the European Union. Probably they made it for the Americans. And you can see on the back of the sofa here, the moss is already growing and taking it over. And over here to this side, we have a lot of different Golfs standing here, Golfs, Jettas, Passats, all spread throughout this forest. My question now is, how in the world did they get all of these cars in here? Did they just drive them into the forest, shut their engine off, and never came back here to look at them? I don't know. Wow, bro. Totally stunned by this graveyard. What are your thoughts about it? But you haven't said yet.
It's crazy. It's so many of the same car, and it's so many. This is a huge property,
Yeah.
just filled with cars.
But it's also very
crazy.
fascinating to me. First and foremost, we said they're European cars. They're all from the same brand, all from Volkswagen. So yeah, just why, I have no clue, but definitely somebody who was passionate about Volkswagen. We have the Rabbit diesel here, very famous Golf, back in that era. Whew. Great stuff. And here we got one last segment of the Volkswagen graveyard. We can see a bunch of more Beetles standing here with cheerful colors, cheerful bright colors. The brown ones, the black ones in front of me. Oh, this one in front of me is actually also still in a very good shape. Wow, but unfortunately again, the logo is not on the vehicle anymore. Okay, let's go around here, let's check it out from the front. Ooh, can I go through here? Is that a possibility? Yes. Here we can see what remains of a peace symbol where these cars would be standing for back in the day. I think I can do this. Yeah. Okay. One last segment over here, the graveyard that we haven't seen yet. What are those? There are some balls lying here on the floor. Oh, these look like cannonballs. Oh my god, they are insanely heavy. Are these bowling balls or cannonballs? Bro, you're a pilot. Pirate.
I'm a pilot.
Pirate, come check this out. Are these cannonballs?
No.
They're heavy, right?
There are bowling balls.
I don't see holes in them.
Yeah, because it's on the other side for sure. Yeah, you
Oh,
see
yeah.
it.
Bowling balls for sure. You can see the holes up there. Interesting. Why are they laying here in the middle of the forest? Here we can see some more wonderful Volkswagen cars lined up. Dasher. This is one we haven't seen before. Okay. And then I think I will end it off with this one. We have a station wagon standing here. A wonderful station wagon left behind. Bro, absolutely, what a wonderful exploration that we
Yeah.
just do.
It's amazing, it's different.
We love this. So but we explore a lot of residential places, like I always say, but me and Danny also enjoy from time to time to explore something different, something else, something that blows my mind again, and I would never have thought that this would exist in the world. Like,
Yeah.
I would expect to find something like this in Europe,
Yeah.
where
yeah.
the Volkswagens come from, probably in Germany or Belgium or
Yeah.
Netherlands or whatever, but
And
not
it's-
in.
Sorry, and it's also
Yeah.
crazy because you know about cars, so visiting this place and knowing about the cars must be like very
I know every single
interactive.
model
Yeah.
in here, so
So it's
for me it's special.
amazing, yeah.
But I want to thank you all for sticking with this one. I know it's different from the normal content, but I appreciate it. I want to show it. I want to bring it out to the world. Thank you very much for watching this week's video. Thank you, Danny, for filming with me
welcome.
and exploring this place with me, because it makes it extra fun. Check him out, ES Forgotten, in the description. And yeah,
Thank you.
please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, hit that bell notification button, write me a nice comment in the comment section, and also there's a link in the description for Patreon if you want us to travel around the world. please click that link and make a small donation. You just give us enough for a cup of coffee, that helps us a lot already. Bye bye, I love you very, very much.